Birch Cove Lakes. This is a system right in Halifax, Nova Scotia, like right in the city. Let's get her done. Here we go. All right, found parking. That part didn't kill me. And it begins. First solo paddle camp trip that will feature, I think it says 9 portages, but I'm only doing 8. I'm gonna cut one out. I think it's one that leads to an old homestead. This is Birch Cove Wilderness Area, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Here we go. All right, paddled up. We've made it to portage 1. Game on. No more fun. Portage number 2. Whew. Just went for a dip. A little wet, squeaky feet. There is a site here, but I'm going to keep going, I think, because I've got plenty of daylight. And this is a really long, I think the longest portage. So it'd be good to get this out of the way and not do it after having a couple drinks tonight around a campfire, you know? So let's see how this goes. This is a site, but I don't think I want to stay here. When I can get this portage done and then it's out of the way. Look at me not procrastinating. Nice. Whew, she's warm. Portage. Portage. A bit of the jungle. Oh, it's nice. It's not getting around that. I was contemplating camping out here, but I think I heard somebody actually right over here. And the whole purpose of this little trail there is to get away from people. No offense, I love everybody, but I've been surrounded by my 2 little boys for the last 2 days. His mom has gone back to work, so it's been nothing but daddy, 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 daddy. Though I love it. It's like, holy Hannah, can I get a bit of reprieve? So that's why I decided to hit the woods alone, which is something I wouldn't normally do. I mean, I'm no stranger to hitting the woods, but paddling, a paddle trip, I generally would do with company. So I'm going to see. I have come across 3 people on the trail. 2 girls from Korea, actually, and a guy from New Brunswick. We're out having a dip. Oh, there's a boat. Stash. More than a boat. What is all going on here? Wow. Whole camp. By the looks of things. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's more like it. Like, because I could fish from here, to me, you know, I could camp here. Not with that guy's boat there. But let's see. See what else I got. I remember being here once before and it being pretty open. Hey, look, here it is. Ooh. Now we're talking. I still have to go get my boat, which is about a kilometer back that way. But, I figured this would be a good spot to be because I paddled down here tomorrow. The wind was in my face on the way in today. So, I mean, some might say, well, you'd be smart to paddle now. And you might be right. Because the wind's going. And it would be helpful on my back. I still have tons of sunlight, so I could get her done, but I don't know. I had a few of those mixed berry things, and I quite enjoyed them. And I didn't crack a smash. Nature cracked a gin smash for me. And I had to shotgun it halfway through the trail because you can't pour it out. So that was troublesome. So yeah, I've got that waiting for me. Oh, I just got bit by a black ant. Why were you biting me? I've been bit by... The horsefly's been pretty bad today, but my boat's laden with them now. I've got 4 of them dead in there. I like this fire pit. Nice big rock. No threat of anything going up. No, this instant fire starter around it, though. I mean, that's good and bad. We'll see. Let's go get the boat and see how we feel after that. I did hear people. Maybe it was a duck. Anybody in there? Quick question. You gonna use that washcloth? What's up? I'd love to use that washcloth. Score! She's still warm. 6 o'clock at night now. It's dark out until about 9:30 these days. Twilight till 10. Oh, hey little fella. Okay, back at the rock. Now I gotta get the boat. That's gonna be a beast thing and a half. Because this was no short portage. No, sir. Or ma'am. Hey, listen, leaves. You have no right changing. It's not even August. The boat's still there? Hope so. Should be. I didn't leave any paddles, so hopefully we're good. It's my shoe. It's my shoe. Just saying. Whoa. That was me. I'm hoping there's some fish in here. We can catch a little something, something. The only thing I saw so far, frogs and eels. Not eels, sorry. Frogs and, oh, there's a puppy. Fishing. Oh, hey, buddy. This guy. Looks like he's got another eye on the side of him. He's funky. Funky frog. Rabbit. He's not scared at all. Alright. Now, we are rolling. Cooking with fire now, bud. Alright. This is about half a kilometer, I guess. So, I'm not going to film because I'm one-handing it right now, and that's just not cool. So, down she goes. Boat over. Time to get into a brewher. And I don't really want to go anywhere, and sunset is going to be there, so this is a gorgeous spot. But I remember being over here before and being right on a rock, and I think I may have found it. Because I want to swim, and I wouldn't mind fishing off the rock. Oh, looky here. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, perfect. So little swim rock there, fishing off that one. Oh, perfect. All right, y'all. This here fire, lakeside with the sunset, is what I like to call Easy Start 5000. Well, look at the abundance of fire starters around. Come on. Good stuff everywhere. Let's do it. All right. Nothing to it but to do it. Some wood there to cut up. A couple pieces already, and some that were left over. Pretty easy to start a fire with all the everything around. I'd say it's time to go fishing. Uh-oh. There's no water. Dang it. A little safer this time. We'll see how that plays out. Hear that? Not too bad. I actually quite like this stuff. Who's the fool that sets her hammock up to wake up to sunshine? I thought it was going to be over there, but hey, it was dark when I set it up. Beautiful morning to do 6 portages. There we go. Coffee's on. Coffee's ready. I just cleaned up camp. Gotta get the boat, which is over there, just a little bit. Douse out that fire, finish up my coffee. That's where my hammock was. I had to cut all of that out. It was all low brush and bushes. And I burned it all last night, but man, what a job that was. And of course, it didn't help that I decided to do it after I went fishing. Didn't catch anything, but whatever. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. Back in the boat, back on the water. There's a campsite from last night. And just next to it, look at those glacial deposits. I'm only assuming because what else could lift those? Big old tiggle rocks. Yeah, good swimming hole here. This is Ash Lake. All right. Nothing to it but to do it. Today I also get to try out my Sawyer filter. I've yet to try it out. But I've run out of water. One smash left. That's not water. Stay hydrated, friends. Rolling up on yet another portage. This would be portage 3. Although, all I see is that ribbon. I don't see the sign, but I know it's here. I know it's here. So here I'm trying to make my way to portage number 3. I see that, and I'm like, that's gotta be it. Nope, those are red leaves. It's not even August. What's going on? Crazy. I have discovered you. You are a sneaky one. Portage number 3. Whew. Hey, we found an old wood stove. Anybody? I heard there was an old dwelling up here somewhere along this portage, but yeah, whether or not we'll make it, I'm not sure. We'll see. Just talked about the old dwelling that is here at portage number 3, Birch Cove. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get there or not, and realized it's right here. So, yeah, let's check out the pots and pans while this horsefly, deerfly checks out my head in the background. Oh, there's, looks like a bed frame, old pot, old chimney. I mean, I don't really know what else is through here. A little stroll. Old cans. That pot's classic. So I guess the foundation. Lots of bed springs. More beds. It's been a hunting cabin or something. Probably. Nice spot for it. Standing here at the pot of the old dwelling and happened to look up and notice that birch tree that weaved its way right in between the other tree there, the pine or spruce. Cool, huh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're following along with your program at home, we happen to be at the end of P3, which it's hard to show you. Yeah, P3, that's where I camped. Started here all through there yesterday, camped there last night, came here. This is an uphill climb. There's an old house or a logging, not logging, a hunting camp or something there, or fishing camp. I'm here. My boat's probably around here somewhere, so I gotta go back and get it. But just as before, I come across another boat. And from what someone was telling me, from what I understand, they're for people to use. Oh, neat little campsite too. People to use, provided you just put it back. So I'm cool with that. I think that's awesome. Oh, but this again has pretty much a whole tent and everything. So yeah, that's cool. This would have been a really good site for me last night with the hammock. Boom. Oh, had I known, had I had the energy and a few less gin smashes. Heading back now to get the boat, which I left probably a quarter of the way in, as I tried to do the double carry action, but wasn't quite working out. It's very hilly here. I guess they do call it Blue Mountain. Yeah. Blue Mountain Birch Cove. This is gonna be interesting, navigating a canoe on my head through this. But I'll get her done. Just hope I don't wipe. Hello, babies. This is the spot where I'm hoping I can skip a portage. There's one, portage 4, I just don't understand why it's even there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Rolling up to, or floating up to portage 5. We skipped 4, which I don't know why it's even there. I don't understand. But anyways, so I just went right to 5 from 3. Why not, you know? Cut out the middleman. So we'll do this little trek through the power lines, back into water, to another small portage. Yeah, make our way. Couple big birds floating around. I see a big nest right there. Portage. Now, just gotta get the boat and stuff up here. Always the fun part. Come across another camp. Firewood and some cookware. All ready to go. And some well-placed rocks for some seating and what have you. There's the portage down there. I went there at first, and then I walked all the way down there, and there was still no water access. And I'm like, well, what's going on? It's down there. So now I gotta go back and get the boat. But yeah, another cool camp. Nice open space. I like that. That is a monster of a nest. Like, huge. These things aren't your regular telephone poles, right? Off spray? What do you think? Getting semi-pro at this. Just killed a horsefly or deer fly that was biting me, and got the phone ready to do a quick carry video while holding the boat. This is not the most difficult of portages, obviously. The tough ones I couldn't film anything. And I got mad respect for the people who do, because it means you got to do it twice. I'm already double carrying, so hey, conditioning. First time out. Made it. And as I did, yet again, here is another canoe. Sitting here just waiting for someone to use. Now the last one had paddles underneath it. I didn't notice if the first one did. The first one looked like it had a whole camp set up, tarp and like pans and stuff, but it may very well have the paddles underneath. If it doesn't, grab a paddle and come on out. That's kind of cool. This is also the very first time I've ever used my Sawyer filter, which to me is going to be good for life as long as it doesn't freeze, because it does like 100,000 liters or something, and that's like, I'd never do that much. But lake water filtered right through the bag, which is cool. The only downside is that bag's so dang small and it gets so warm so quick, but I mean, it's also 35 degrees out. So, but yeah, stay hydrated. Well, blink, you'd miss it. A few paddles, fill the water bottle, kill a couple horseflies, and here's another portage. Game on. Beautiful spot. We are just around this bend, heading off to Portage 7 or Portage 7B. I don't quite understand that exactly, but we'll find out. I'm guessing there's a B if there's water to get you there, because it looks like there's a little river or something that you might be able to take here. Because that's Portage 8, I think. Those are mountains-ish, rocks. That's gonna stink. And then 9, then it's a big paddle, and this is actually one of the longest treks from where my car is parked to. So I'm debating. I might stay another night, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how long this goes. Oh, something just took off. Beautiful. Oh, hey, you guys. Whatever. I guess this is why it's the B option. Yeah. Pretty. Plenty of bees. B option. Do your thing. Do your thing, worker bee. I don't want to bug you. But I do have to get out and portage here. Maybe I can thrust it up. Oh no, that was wishful thinking. All right, here we go. To me, it was just a matter of getting the time to do it. I don't know why I picked the hottest of days to do it. Yeah, that's why, because it was just a matter of getting the time. I'm gonna plop it in, and this river, from what I understand, goes for a ways. Man, these deer flies are relentless. Better than black flies, but you can at least see them and kill them. About 40 have been harmed in the making of this video production. All right, let's drag it, which is what I did on this one. And on a couple of the uphills, I mean, let's be honest, the boat can handle some dragging. I did leave a little bit of a souvenir on a couple of sharp rocks. But, yeah, she's good, she's good. Nice little paddle through this. There's a bit of a river, actually. I get to, well, if you want to call this a river, I get to go through after another little portage. I got to go across this lake, and then I'll get to the next portage, and we'll go from there. Fighting my way there because of the wind, but Portage 8 coming up. This is a small one, hopefully. Always be concerned when it's a small portage. Like, well, okay, where do I go? Dang you, beavers! Dang you! I mean, damn you, beavers. Damn, beavers. Well, that's not something you see every day. What happened, little buddy? Curious. Did you choke on that? What happened? Cute little spot. You wouldn't normally get to see unless you did this paddle loop. Which, I'll be honest, was quite a bit of work. I did see that, I think they call it moderate or something, but I wasn't scared originally. But yeah, it's definitely not for the faintest of heart. All right, let's go. One more portage before the home portage. Let's do it. Gotta pause ever so briefly for station identification. And it's still on that pretty little, well, no, this is actually the one just after the portage 8 or P8. Mind you, keep in mind I skipped 4. I still don't know why it's there. Maybe somebody can fill me in on that, but yeah, I'm just letting the wind coast me through this. I need a break. I'm soaked, sweat, like it's, you know, a hot day. I'd love to go swimming, and I will once I get to the big lake. I don't like swimming in this little stuff. There's quite a few leeches in this action, and I'd rather just jump off a rock and be able to get right back up on that rock, you know, so that's my cup of tea. But freaking beavers, you at it again. Approaching the 9th and final portage. This is only a little one too. I said that about the last one, it was hell, but we'll see how this one is. Swim break, and there's thunder off in the distance. There's also an engine off in the distance that way. But what's Speed Demon doing over here? Still going. Trying to teach him how to fly, maybe? We've returned to the populated spot of the lake. Oh, there goes the other one. And just like that, we are back here. Wrapping up the Birch Cove, Blue Mountain Wilderness area loop. Did the entire loop, except for there was this I skipped. A senseless portage. I'm still curious to know what it is, but yeah, that was it. Other than that, we did it all. I, of course, scuffed the boat up a little bit, but that's what boats are supposed to do. Get scuffed up. That's what you're supposed to use them. That's what I always say. And I've discovered I'm not a huge hammock fan. Anyways, I don't mind lying in them, but to sleep in them, nah, not a huge fan. Anyhow, that's her. I dodged the thunderstorm. It went that way. I was hearing it. It's just above us. But there it is. Now, to get the boat to the car. Was definitely a lot of fun. I'm feeling it now as I'm hanging out in my living room. But Birch Cove Lakes, Google it. Check it out. Oh, there we ended up. Yeah, real quick.